It's the week of November 9th, 2021. My name is Christopher.
And I am Halen. Welcome to your TNN.
Have you ever stayed in a hotel? Well, there is a new hotel planning on opening up in 2027. It's only about 155 miles from here. Well, 155 miles straight up, that is, depending on the time of day, of course. This new space hotel is being designed by a California company called Orbital Assembly Corporation, or OAC for short. Their hotel design will look like a Ferris wheel and will be able to host about 400 people. It will spin fast enough to simulate about 40% of Earth's gravity, which means it will feel like being on Mars. If you weigh 100 pounds on Earth, in this hotel, you only will weigh about 40 pounds. The cost to build this hotel is expected to be around $10 billion. It will be assembled in space. Guests will be able to stay 3 nights in the hotel overlooking the Earth for about $5 million each. What a sweet deal.
Daylight savings time ended over the weekend, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's because Arizona is one of only a couple places in the country that does not observe this practice. Daylight savings time, or DST for short, is where most of the country moves their clocks ahead 1 hour in the spring and back 1 hour in the fall. Back in 1967, Arizona decided not to participate because it didn't make any sense for us to have an extra hour of daylight during the hottest part of the year. Which means now is that we are considered to be on mountain time, only 2 hours behind the East Coast instead of 3 hours like during the summer. DST was originally started in Canada, but the U.S. adopted it briefly during World War I, and then again during World War II. Arizona legislators have tried a couple of times to get Arizona on board with the rest of the country, but both times have been voted down overwhelmingly by both parties. Also, did you know that China technically has 5 time zones, but they only observe Beijing time, which means the sunset at midnight on the western edge of the country. Now let's go over to Ms. Giacovelli with the weekly update.
Good morning, Tartesso families. This Tuesday, we have our food truck fundraiser per normal from 5 to 8 p.m. in our parking lot. And Wednesday, staff members, we will have a financial advisor on campus from 10 a.m. to 1:20 to meet with you regarding any financial needs you may have. Thursday is Veterans Day, November 11th, and we have no school throughout the district. And Friday, there will be a kindergarten field trip at the Tartesso Sports Park, so please email teachers for additional information. The board meeting was rescheduled to next Thursday, so stay tuned on details for that. Let's have a great week.
Thank you, Ms. Giacovelli. Now let's go over to Ms. Williams with Counseling Corner.
Good morning. This is Mrs. Williams with a message from the Counseling Corner. So today I'm out in the hallway again here at Winterswell. So I'm going to have a student today present why they are thankful. I am thankful this morning for wonderful weather, still thankful for tacos because they're delicious, and I'm also thankful to be here in the Saddle Mountain School District. All right, so now we're going to present one of our students from the 5th grade. All right, you guys, so this is Owen from 5th grade in Miss Ibarra's class here at Winterswell. So he is going to tell us why he is thankful. Go ahead, Owen.
What I am thankful for, having a good family and good friends and a house to live in.
Yes, right? I am so happy that you are thankful for those things. And I am thankful for you being here at Winterswell, Owen. All right, you guys, so I will be out and about looking for students to tell me why they're thankful. Have a great day.
Miss Williams, here's Austin with sports.
Welcome to sports. My name is Austin. The Arizona Cardinals just barely lost their first game of the season last week to the visiting Green Bay Packers. They are now 7-1 and still in control of the NFC West. For now, the Cardinals will play the Panthers at home this Sunday. The Arizona Coyotes, the only team left without a victory early in the season. They have a record of 0-8-1 to start the season. The Suns will play a game at home on Wednesday against the Trailblazers before going on the road for 3 games. Their current record is 2-3. In baseball news, the Houston Astros were battling back against the Atlanta Braves after going down in the series game 3-1. We will let you know next week who won the series. We will update you next week on the results. That is all for today. See you next time on Sports News.
Thanks, Austin. Now let's go to McKenna and Alejandra for entertainment news.
Welcome to Entertainment News. I am Alejandra. And I'm McKenna. The city of Buckeye has several events planned over the coming month and a half that you might want to check out. November 27th is the annual Shop Small entry lighting ceremony. You can spend the day downtown Buckeye checking out the restaurants and shops, but be sure to get a place near the city Christmas tree that will be lit up at 6 p.m. December 4th is the Cotton Fest on 4th Ave. There will be the craft vendors and a car show in the holiday shops. It starts at 9 a.m. and goes up to 2 p.m. Finally, December 11th is the annual Glow and Round Christmas Lights Parade. It kicks off by the post office at 6:30 p.m. We hope you get a chance to check out some of these awesome local events. See you next Tuesday on Entertainment News.
Girls, let's go over to Alexis with Joke of the Week.
Hello and welcome to Joke of the Week. My name is Alexis and today we have Cadence, a 4th grader from Miss Denny's class. So Cadence, what is your joke?
My joke is, where do horses go when they're hurt?
I don't know. Where do horses go when they get hurt?
The hospital.
Great joke, Cadence. If you have a joke and would like to tell it on the news, please go to snusd.me/beyondthenews and we would love to have you on. See you next time on Joke of the Week.
Thanks, Alexis. Now let's go back to Izzy and Mateo for Fun Fact Trivia.
Welcome to Fun Fact Trivia. My name is Luana. And I'm Mateo. Did you know that this Thursday, November 11th, is Veterans Day? Veterans Day on November 11th honors military veterans who served in the United States Armed Forces. The federal holiday coincides with Armistice Day and Remembrance Day, which marked the end of World War I. U.S. President Woodrow Wilson first proclaimed Armistice Day on November 11th, 1919. In 1947, Alabama first celebrated Veterans Day on November 11th, celebrating all veterans, not just those from World War I. Your question today is about how many U.S. war veterans are currently still alive.
A, 6 million.
B, 12 million.
C, 18 million.
You have 10 seconds to make your decision. If you said C, 18 million, you are correct. While there are no more surviving World War I veterans, there are still about 300,000 World War II veterans. Most of the U.S. war veterans now fought in Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, Afghanistan, or others. This Thursday, be sure to thank the veterans you know.
See you next week on Fun Fact Trivia.
Here's Alexis and Gabriel with This Week in History.
Hello and welcome to This Week in History. I am Gabriel.
And I am Alexis. On this day, November 9th, 1965, the largest recorded blackout hit the northeast part of the continent. As that day, a blackout occurs as all of New York State, portions of 7 neighboring states, and parts of eastern Canada are plunged into darkness. The Great Northeast Blackout began at the height of rush hour, delaying millions of commuters, trapping 800,000 people in New York's subways, and stranding thousands more in office buildings, elevators, and trains.
The blackout was caused by a tripping of a 230 kilovolt transmission line near Ontario, Canada at 5:16 p.m., which caused several other heavily loaded lines also to fall. This caused a cascading tripping of additional lines, resulting in the eventual breakup of the entire northeastern transmission network. Altogether, 30 million people in 8 U.S. states and the Canadian provinces of Ontario and Quebec were affected by the blackout.
See you next week on This Week in History.
Thanks, guys. Now let's go over to Mika and Mateo for Science Time.
Welcome to Science Time. My name's Mateo.
And I'm Mika. If you haven't heard of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, that's okay. We're going to tell you about it. There's a huge section of the ocean where a lot of plastic garbage is accumulated. It poses a big risk to ocean wildlife. They think some of the plastic trash is food, so they try to eat it, making them sick or possibly killing them. A new invention has been under testing for the last month in efforts to clean up the ocean.
The idea is that a big net with floaters and weights on it gets dragged around the trash, and then the boat hauls in the trash. It collects and takes it back to the mainland. The first voyage of this ship was very successful. Now a new development may see this ship collecting the plastic and turning that plastic into oil to power the ship. That would mean less waste and more time cleaning up the ocean. This could be a very big development and make the oceans safer for all the animals in it.
See you next week with more Science Time.
Thanks, guys. Here's Gannon with Word of the Week.
Welcome to Word of the Week. My name is Gannon. This week's word is busk. Busk is a verb and it means to entertain by dancing, slinging, juggling, etc. on the street or in a public place. Here's how you can use it in a sentence. The magician was asked to busk at our school carnival. We are very excited to see him. See you next time on Word of the Week.
Thank you, Gannon. That is all for this episode of TNN.
See you next
week.
Bye.